Hey everybody, welcome to the SoundCloud podcast, episode number 113, and as always, thank you so much for joining me today and listening in. If you are new, welcome and check out some of the other episodes on the page. All episodes are available on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music, so make sure you are subscribed so you can get notified for a new episode every Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at The SoundCloud. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13IG5UNG. Let's get started. Okay, topic of the week this week, 2019 Lucid Aspirations. 2018 recap. New year, new me is fucking bullshit, kids. Okay? Not gonna lie. Every fucking time someone says that shit, I just want to slap the fuck out of them with a dildo on their fucking face. And making sure that the tip of that dildo gets in their mouth. Okay, that's how much I despise people who say that shit. Because it is an absolutely dumb phrase that no one adheres to. Absolutely no one adheres to it. All right, people say that shit every fucking time. But what happens? You're the same fucking asshole that started from last year. You don't change. You're still a piece of shit. And this is the thing. My personal belief is that people are pieces of shit. Right? Generally, all people are pieces of shit. And it is up to us to get better. You know, try to improve on certain aspects of our life. That's what I feel. That's what I truly believe. And in that sense, you know, whenever someone says new year, new me, it just doesn't fucking work. New fucking year, new me. You're not going to do anything new. You're going to be the same pretentious twat that you were fucking 12 months ago. Fuck you. And that mentality, man, it makes me kind of irritated beyond all measures. Because I feel there are people who do go through transformations quietly. Because transformations, you know, paradigm shifts, you don't need to outright just talk about it. It just happens to you gradually and naturally, right? And for me, 2018, you know, it kicked my ass in that sense. I mean, 2018 absolutely fucking kicked my ass. Absolutely, you know, I could, of course, talk about some positives, which, you know, there's not a whole lot. I mean, for me, a lot of the positives were small, minutia things. For me, you know, that kind of carried over. Not really palpable things, but more things in my head that started clicking. You know, when you know that kind of thing where you're thinking about something and then the process just kind of clicks in your head, like click. Oh shit, I get it. That happened to me more than anything else. But 2018 really did kick my ass. You know, from my personal life to my sports teams, it was a really fucking humbling experience. It's a weird way to phrase it, but hear me out. I follow 5 sports disciplines, right? You know, baseball being the least interesting for me right now at this time, because I don't really know the rules and then the sport, but still very interesting. You know, soccer, one of my favorite sports, hockey, basketball, and American football. And, you know, because of those, you know, 5 teams, I get emotionally invested into each of those teams, of course. Of course, I love my teams. And losing in a final, witnessing 3 of your teams losing in a final in a single calendar year, it is just, it hurts, it sucks, but you kind of appreciate the sport more. For me, I just understood that, hey, we got here. We might not have won it, but god damn it, there was that effort. It was great. And you're hoping that you just get back to it. Right? And the simplicity of sports is what makes it so great. It's win or lose. You win or go home. And because it's so simple, it's so fun to watch. It's so fun to follow. There's not a real whole thought process to it. And even in the losses, I'm like, you know what? It's fine. We're going to get better from this. Our team, our organization is going to get better from this. And that's how I really carry, you know, and translate that mentality into my life. Where this year, I lost my father actually last year, 2018. So he passed away in June. And, you know, I quit my job that I had for 3 years because more or less I was outed. I quit a regular job that I had for about, good Lord, 3 months. mainly because I couldn't do it anymore. The money's nice for me, but it was just, I couldn't do the work of just sitting around, doing something I truly don't care about. And, not as like, oh my God, watch out, he's going to kill himself. But like a very, office settings, to me, are the most depressing, most suicidal environments. They really are. Once you realize what you're actually doing in an office environment, or the lack thereof of what you're actually doing, like it becomes apparently and visibly clear that it is the most morbidly depressing shit to do. And now, granted, not everyone's like that. Okay, not everyone's like that. Some people love the office grind. Some people love that shit. Personally, I fucking hate it. I absolutely hate it. I can't do it. I don't know. That's just me personally. That's my personality, developing right there. But for me, what I had to really understand this year was take those L's, right? From my sports teams to personal life. It was just trying to understand and learn how to take L's. Because losing sucks. Losing sucks. When somebody tells you, oh, losing's not bad, losing sucks. But what you do from that loss makes you and marks you as what you're going to be. Losses creates the person. Okay? Not the winning, not the victory. People who tell you that shit are arrogant sons of bitches. All right? I'm getting that out of the way right now. People who think that winning is the only thing that, the only life lessons. Like, no. You have to lose in order to appreciate the wins, in order to appreciate the highs. That's really it. And this is the thing. The reason why I don't say new year, new me is because I'm not going to be a new me. I'm still the same fucking person. I'm still a piece of shit. But I'm trying to just get better. Trying to get better at this shit. So that's why for me, 2019 is just another year. It's just another fucking year. I saw this fucking meme on Instagram. And it was, time is a made up thing by human beings, and the constructs of which are not, the 2018-19 shit literally doesn't matter. And that's the thing, because I always believe that it's every day is a new day, right? Every day is a new fucking day. And you have 24 hours in a day. Again, time is all relative, whatever. But each moment you wake up, it's a new moment. It's a new time. It's a new experience that you get to be a part of in this human experience. And in that regard, it's not special. New Year's aren't special. They're just not. It's just another day. It's just another year. It's just another fucking millisecond, second. It doesn't matter. None of this shit matters. What does matter, though, is your ability to come back up after getting your fucking ass kicked. All right? Maybe literally. Okay, maybe literally. I don't know. But me, I'm not the fighting type, okay? I'm talking about life. I'm talking about life kicking you in the ass. I'm talking about life just pounding you to the ground, stomping on your fucking nuts. And you got to figure shit out. You got to figure out a way to get back up and say, I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. I want to be alive. I still want to live life. There are still things I want to do. Right? In that very human level, there's still so many things I want to do. I feel like I need to do. And so I don't want to give up on life. Life is too good. I won't lie to you, man. 2018 really made me realize, not 20. Well, yeah. I'm saying all this shit of oh, time doesn't matter, but if we're marking it as human beings, we have to mark it in a year sense. So 2018 was to me, the greatest experience I could have ever had without asking for it. It was an experience I never wanted, but it was the experience I absolutely needed. Because it has really helped me develop a lot of my philosophy. It helped me really shape a lot of my thought process throughout the last few months. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have everything figured out. I'm not here to claim that shit. What I am saying though is, just stay down. Keep it going. Never give up. Don't fucking give up. Okay? There's so much shit going on in life. Don't waste it on fucking killing yourself or giving up. All right? I've been down that abyss of dark thoughts, but every fucking time, my brain calculates that life is good. Life is great, man. Life is fucking great. Despite all the negativity that's, negative shit that's happened to me, I still say life is amazing. Life is great. And you have to capitalize on every fucking, great moment that you have, living life. Maybe it could be those job opportunities. Maybe it could be something else. But appreciate life. Appreciate what you have in life. And just stay on your grind. Stay quiet. You don't need to fucking spout new year, new me. Just do your fucking thing. You don't need to say it. Just do it. Okay? It's a very simple fucking request, boys and girls. And so ultimately, recognize that you're shit and continue to improve. Instead of spouting that basic bitch phrase of new year, new me. Fucking idiots. All right, let's move on to South. Guys, all game and match reviews are on the YouTube page at the Sky Lounge, so make sure you check that shit out for more detailed shit. We gotta talk about Arsenal. I'm gonna talk about a couple of these fixture results, nothing more, because I don't want to fucking bring this shit up again. All right, I'm getting so fucking tired of talking about Arsenal's mediocrity as of late. Against Tottenham in the Carabao Cup quarterfinal, 2-0 loss. Yeah, I know, we lost to fucking Tottenham! But it happens. Premier League, week number 18, versus Burnley, December 22nd, 3-1 win. Premier League, week number 19, against Brighton and Hove Albion on Boxing Day, the 26th, a 1-1 draw. Premier League, week number 20, 3 days later, at Liverpool, a 5-1 loss. This week's take for Arsenal is very simple. If I had a nickel for every time Arsenal got my fucking hopes up and shit on it, I'd be a pretty wealthy man. I'd be a very wealthy man. And as would all the other Arsenal fans. Because this week was a fucking disaster by all accounts. Well, the last 2 weeks, really. From the 19th to right now. To 31st, yesterday. So, Arsenal's got to get their shit figured out. Right? There's other news in Arsenal this week. Emery was charged by the FA for kicking a bottle in Brighton, which is the stupidest fucking thing, but sure. Fucking FA. Get your shit together. Fuck you. And December 28th, 2018, former Arsenal chairman who served from 1982 to 2013, Peter Hillwood, has passed away. Thoughts and condolences to his family. Hopefully, they get everything right. And yeah, there's really not much to say on my end, but hey, great on it, because he was chairman during the the dominant 80s, 90s, the Invincibles. So very, it is what it is. And so again, thoughts and condolences to the Hillwood family. And yeah. So next week, Premier League week number 21, January 1st, which was today, versus Fulham. And an FA Cup round number 3 at Blackpool this Saturday on January 5th. Hopefully, the Arsenal boys get their shit together and try to fucking win. Now let's talk about some football. Other football news. Manchester United's new manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I can't pronounce his fucking name, I feel is already making huge strides in United to change that locker room. Because the way Jose left it was a fucking disaster. Right? I know Jose fans are going to fucking embrace Jose no matter what. That dude is a cunt. That dude is a fucking cancer in any organization after year 2 or 3. That dude is a fucking mess. And for Ole Gunnar to fucking go in and change the dynamic of that locker room within a straight week and have Paul Pogba looking like the goddamn superstar I knew he was going to be this season. You come off a World Cup and then you have this cuntbag Mourinho just dogging on you. Of course you're not going to fucking perform. Of course you're not. Now you're just having a goal and a fucking assist, or at least 2 goals last few games. It's been pretty incredible to watch Paul Pogba. And so we'll see how Manchester United holds up in the coming weeks. Now, the 2019 AFC Asian Cup is just around the corner, January 5th to February 1st. South Korea all the way, baby. I'm going to be wearing my South Korean shit. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. Hopefully, Korea can win the Asian Cup this year. Don't even remind me about 2015. I fucking hate Australia for just... You're not an Asian country! Fuck! All right, let's talk about some Seahawks before I get more pissed off. All right, week number 15 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. At home, December 23rd, 28... I apologize. 38-31 win. Week number 16, technically number 17. Versus Arizona Cardinals, December 30th, 27-24 win. This week's take for the Seahawks. We're going to the fucking playoffs. We're going to the playoffs. Oh my God. We are going to the playoffs. Holy shit. I said at the beginning of the season we weren't going to make the playoffs. We are going to be 9-7, at worst 7-9, and Pete's probably going to get fired or let go or trade, whatever. I was wrong on all of those things. We ended the season 10-6, making it to the playoffs, and Pete Carroll has been extended, after clinching a playoff spot to 2021. And again, congratulations, Pete. I admit I was one of the biggest doubters moving forward this season, but god damn, I'm glad I'm wrong. I love Pete Carroll. And I said this even in my fucking criticism. I was like, dude, I fucking love Pete. But shit's weird. It's getting weird. But I'm so glad I'm wrong. I'm so fucking glad I'm wrong. And congrats to punter god Michael Dixon and Bobby Boy Wagner on being selected to the 2019 Pro Bowl, technically 2018 season's Pro Bowl. Still butthurt about the fact that Russell Wilson wasn't elected and they put in Aaron fucking Rodgers, who's having the most mediocre season by his standards. And statistically, Russell Wilson flat out beat Aaron Rodgers, and he actually beat Aaron Rodgers! Got them to the fucking playoffs, the Seahawks. What the Packers do? I don't know, drama? Aaron Rodgers with his passive aggressiveness? Fuck off. Fuck off. Absolutely ridiculous, man. And so, going to the playoffs, it's going to be great times. And because the regular season is over, the Seahawks actually sent out a potential 2019 season schedule, which should be actually interesting. A couple of these games we're going to list off here for you guys. All the home games are listed as such. San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, Arizona Cardinals, Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ravens, Minnesota Vikings, New Orleans Saints, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, some of the away fixtures, I definitely want to check out a couple of these. San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, Arizona Cardinals, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, Philadelphia Eagles, Carolina Panthers, and the Atlanta Falcons. Namely, I would love to try to check out Atlanta and Cleveland, but we'll have to see. Because next week, boys and girls, wild card, bitches. The NFC wild card on Saturday, January 5th at Dallas against the Cowboys. Let's send these fuckers back to mediocrity and chewing on the fucking briskets. That is Dak's soul. God damn, that is some fucked up shit. But hey, the Seahawks are in. Let's keep this shit going. Now, NFL news. Initial reports, Josh Gordon was stepping down from the New England Patriots to focus on mental health. However, shit came out that involuntary commissioner's exempt list, and definitely for violating terms of his reinstatement under the substance abuse policy. The guy wasn't able to keep clean. Okay, that's unfortunate, but hey, this shit happens, man. I mean, you have some fucked up things you have to work out, and it's clear that football is your fucking, it's a gateway for you doing crazy shit. So I don't know. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is for Josh Gordon. Now, Black Monday was in full force. A lot of head coaches fired, a lot of jobs vacated. Todd Bowles of the New York Jets fired. Vance Joseph from the Denver Broncos fired. And I actually got to watch the Denver Broncos live, and they were fucking terrible at home. At Miles High Stadium. So Vance, bye-bye. You're fucking terrible. Marvin Lewis, Cincinnati Bengals, quote-unquote, stepped down. 14 years? You kept this piece of shit for 14 years with nothing to show for it? Good fucking job, Cincinnati. Good God. Adam Gase from the Miami Dolphins, gone. Steve Wilkes, Arizona, gone. Dirk Cutter, Tampa Bay, gone. It doesn't really matter, right? They all had some mediocre seasons. They were let go. As such. However, there's one mediocre squad that will never get rid of their head coach in the next 9 years. The countdown continues for the Raiders as they are considering playing in London for the 2019 season due to legal issues with the city of Oakland. Good Lord, what a fucking shit show. I thought the Steelers was a fucking shit show, and they're not in the fucking playoffs. So fuck the Steelers. Glad they missed that shit by a fucking mile based on just sucking on their own dick and choking. All right. Now, speaking of playoffs, we have to talk about the playoff scenes. The regular season battle is over. Now we just have 12 teams left. The Kansas City Chiefs. Well, let's read off the AFC first. I got ahead of myself there a little bit. Let's read off the seedings for the AFC. At number 1, Kansas City Chiefs. 2, New England Patriots. 3, Houston Texans. 4, Baltimore Ravens. 5, Los Angeles Chargers. 6, Indianapolis Colts. If I'm going to give you my 2 quick cents about the AFC, I think it's going to be a downright battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots, and the Patriots will make it to the fucking Super Bowl. Jesus Christ, they're going to make it to another Super Bowl! What a goddamn bummer. But yeah, the Patriots are going to make it to another fucking Super Bowl. In the NFC, we got the New Orleans Saints, number 1. Number 2, Los Angeles Rams. Number 3, Chicago Bears. 4, Dallas Cowboys. 5, Seattle Seahawks. Go Hawks! And 6, Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I would love to say, right? I would love to say an NFC championship battle between Big Dick Nick, Philadelphia Eagles, versus Danger Russell Wilson, Seattle Seahawks. But I believe it's going to be a downright battle between the New Orleans Saints and possibly the Chicago Bears. I have a really good feeling about the Bears this season. Yes, their offense is seemingly stifled at times, but something about that Bears defense is just so delicious to watch. And Saints, Drew Brees has a bye week, and he's going to fucking cream pie over everything. So I can totally see a Super Bowl between the Patriots and the New Orleans Saints, who I believe are going to win the NFC Championship, no problem. And we are going to be able to watch what happens throughout the next few weeks. So, wild card weekend, Saturday, Colts versus Texans, Seahawks versus Cowboys in the afternoon game. Sunday, early morning, Chargers versus Ravens, Eagles versus Bears in the afternoon. I can't wait for it. Wild card weekend is awesome. It is just intense football. So, go Hawks! Let's go fucking win! All right, let's talk about the next segment here. Lakers. LeBron watch at the Sky Lounge. Now, let's read off a couple of these fixtures that we had to cover here. December 18th, against the Brooklyn Nets, a loss. December 21st, New Orleans Pelicans, win. Memphis Grizzlies, December 23rd, loss. And the big Christmas game at the Golden State Warriors. 127-101 win. And I've talked about this in the review. This was a very dominant win. And you can see a lot of the blemishes of the Golden State Warriors. Yes, they don't look switched on. They could switch it on at any time. That's bullshit. That is absolute horseshit. I think the Warriors' time is eventually coming to an end. And we might see the unraveling this season. And I can't fucking wait. You fucking bandwagon cunts. Oh, I wonder where you're going to go next. We don't want you here in LA. Get fucked. Now, Sacramento Kings, December 27th, a 117-116 loss, a last-second buzzer beater 3 by Bogdanovic, which was infuriating to scroll through when I was at the Vegas Golden Knights game. Against the Clippers, 118-107 loss, and a win against the Sacramento Kings 2 days after the Clippers game, 121-114 win. Now, this week's take for the Lakers, the most significant thing was LeBron James had a groin injury during the Christmas game. Now, luckily, it's just a strain and nothing too serious, so we good. Hopefully. That is a big hopefully. Now, other Lakers news this week. Unfortunately, Michael Beasley's mother passed away from cancer. Again, thoughts and condolences to Michael Beasley and his family members. Hopefully, you guys get stronger from this and, get stronger and just grow. Through tragedy, we do grow as people, and it's hard to really see it from like the outside, from a deeper view. It's hard now, but best of luck to you, Michael Beasley, and stay strong. Stay strong, man. It won't. I'm not gonna lie and say it'll get better, but hey, you're gonna make it through. You'll get stronger from this. And now, next week, we got more NBA action versus Oklahoma City Thunder. January 2nd at home versus the Knicks 2 days later at LA. And another couple of road trips there. 2 days after, Minnesota Timberwolves on January 6th at Minnesota. Dallas Mavericks in Dallas the very next day. So hopefully the Lakers can get off some win before LeBron James comes back. We just got to figure this shit out, boys and girls. All right? Just got to get some wins, keep it going, and keep it steady. Now, the NBA. CP3 is out indefinitely. Yeah, Rockets, you're fucked. You have James Harden making all this noise. Oh, for historic December. Do you realize he's going to fucking choke in the playoffs again with Mike D'Antoni again? Jesus Christ, like every fucking narrative you can imagine from a lot of these NBA teams, they will follow to the death. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, he's just an LA fucking hater. Have you seen the fucking Rockets and what they've done to themselves? I swear to God, man, it's just self-mutilation is what they're doing at this point. It's fucking embarrassing. Good God. I'm just a basketball fan. I'm watching this shit like, really? Really? Again? CP3 injured again? James Harden doing the same shit again, but more than likely going to be fucking choking in the fucking playoffs again? Holy shit, man. This team drives me fucking nuts. But hey, enough NBA news. So we're going to talk about a team that it may drive me nuts, but good Lord, they are the love of this town and the newest love that came into my life, the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's talk about their wins and some of their losses. December 20th, a 4-2 win at home against the New York Islanders. December 22nd, a 4-3 overtime loss against the Montreal Canadiens. Los Angeles Kings the very next day on the 23rd, 4-3 overtime loss. December 27th against the Colorado Avalanche, 2-1 win. And they went on the road 2 days in a row. LA Kings, December 29th, 4-1 win. December 30th against the Arizona Coyotes, 5-1 win. I was actually at all those 4 home games. And I'll tell you what. Vegas is playing really fucking well right now. No regulation loss since December 17th. A 1-0 loss to Columbus where Malcolm Subban played pretty fucking phenomenal. And it's a pretty impressive point tally. And we are in the top 3 in the Western Conference. I'm just saying. People can hate all they fucking want, but the numbers don't lie. I didn't fucking make up the fact that we're in the top 3 right now. Look at the standings. Vegas is getting into form, man. I swear to God. I mean, this is what I said, man. We could be a team that's kind of like the New England Patriots in the sense of we will start a little slow, but we're going to make sure we're buttoned the fuck up and just do our jobs. And hopefully, as an organization, we could just keep this success mentality going. And I just want to see this team win more and more and more. Just to prove all the haters wrong. Just to fucking shit on all the haters, right? And so, in order to shit on the haters, we need pieces. We need guys who will unzip their pants, whip it out, and slap everybody in the face. So, December 20th, Max Pacioretty was on IR for about more than a week, really more than a week. Brandon Pirri was recalled from the Wolves. It was a weird thing with Brandon Pirri. He was recalled and then sent back and then recalled a couple days later. Now he's just scoring goals for fun. He really is. I love Brandon Pirri. That dude is just scoring goals for fun. And now, January 1st, Max Pacioretty was seen skating at the City National Arena for the first time since December 19th. So, NHL, watch out. All our guys are getting healthy. Guess who's getting healthy? Vegas. Vegas is getting healthy. I swear to God, man, we're going to hear all these fucking losers, these fucking internet troll fucking losers talk about Vegas sucks. You can't fucking afford to come out to Vegas, you fucking bitch. You guys are fucking losers. All right? Don't be jealous of a team because they have success so early on. Right? See what they're doing. Maybe emulate it. I don't fucking know. Oh, but the draft doesn't work for other teams. See what they're doing on the ice then. Try to grab some fucking pieces. Stop fucking up your cap space situations. Jesus Christ. Some of these fucking fans are goddamn morons. And I talk about this with all sports fans, but Jesus Christ, dude. I'm just learning this sport, and I'm more and more quickly realizing that hockey fans can be absolutely cunty. Like moronic and cunty. So, there you go. Vegas, getting stronger, getting better. And guess what else Vegas did? We're claiming waiver rights, bitch! Good Lord! Claim 4 Valentine Zykov from the Edmonton Oilers. And I think this is good. We're giving good offensive depth to our team. And hopefully, Zykov can show a lot of promise in the Vegas lineup. Hopefully, probably in the third line, I would imagine, with Lindbergh, Carpenter always been kind of a mix. Eakin, with that hot and cold shit almost always. And it'll be interesting to see what we can do, because remember who we got off the waivers last season? Ryan Carpenter. And he's been awesome. So maybe McPhee and the guys in the scouting saw something in Zykov, and maybe we will see some great offensive potential from him. Now, speaking of offense, Golden Knights sign forward Paul Cutter to a 3-year entry-level contract, drafted in the 4th round, pick number 115. Great to see our young prospects get that ink to paper. Now, after the World Junior Championship, fucking bring up Cody Glass and Eric Brandstrom. 2 dudes are killing it out there for the respective countries, Canada and Sweden, and they have not even sniffed a single NHL minute. Preseason, yes. But I want to see the Brandwagon just fucking go at it. And Cody Glass, I even forget about it. I've been talking up Cody Glass for months. And I'm hoping Cody Glass can come up and perhaps play that consistent third line center for Vegas. Because obviously we do have, Paul Stastny, second line, and I believe it's, William Karlsson at the first line. So, and Pierre-Edouard Bellemare really just dominating that 4th line there. And so hopefully and eventually the young kids get inserted into our lineup. We get stronger, younger, and faster, and just destroy everybody in our sights. And so next week, guys, Los Angeles Kings, January 1st. I won't actually be at the game, but go Knights go on that one. At Anaheim Ducks, January 4th, and then the New Jersey Devils on January 6th. Again, I'm not going to be going to those 2 home games against the Kings and the Devils, but I will be watching from home, cheering for my boys. Go Knights, go. Let's get some fucking wins. Now, NHL news. World Junior Championship has started. USA. 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 Yeah, I'm hoping USA wins. They have a quarterfinal match against the Czech Republic on Wednesday. So I'm really hoping USA can win. And hopefully it's a matchup against USA and Canada. And hopefully the USA kicks some fucking Canadian ass. I know there's more, and I have more players that should be invested into Canada and fucking Sweden. But same time, I'm like, no, it's a USA, dude. All right, it's the greatest fucking country in the world. Not saying that to be facetious or anything. It truly is the greatest country in the world, and our USA hockey team is a beautiful fucking team. All right, so hopefully they get that win. Go USA! Now, the 2019 NHL All-Star captains have been named: Pacific Division Connor McDavid, Metro Division Alexander Ovechkin, Atlantic Division Austin Matthews, Central Division Nathan MacKinnon. I'm not really arguing about this one. It's just whatever, dude. It's an All-Star game. Like, who cares? They're just captains. Dude, you're just a butthurt fanboy then. Like, shut up. Doesn't matter. Now, the NHL Stadium Series and All-Star Weekend for the 2019-2020 season has been revealed. I assume there may be a couple more coming out in the coming weeks or possibly months. The 2019 Tim Hortons NHL Heritage Classic versus the Winnipeg Jets and the Calgary Flames. October 26, 2019, Mosaic Museum in Regina, Saskatchewan, in Canada. That should be a fun one to watch between 2 good Canadian teams. Hopefully, Calgary still stays good. until then, in Winnipeg, I mean, Winnipeg's still young, so I can definitely see them keep going on this shit. The 2020 Bridgestone NHL Winter Classic, the Dallas Stars will play their first ever regular season outdoor game in Dallas, Texas, at the Cotton Bowl Stadium, January 1st, 2020. I'm not gonna lie to you, boys and girls, that game looks really tempting to go to. I loved Dallas when I was there. It was a really fun time. And possibly for more hockey, we might just head over there. We'll have to see. Now, the 2020 Honda NHL All-Star Weekend, St. Louis, Missouri, January 24th to the 26th in 2020. The 2020 NHL Stadium Series, the Colorado Avalanche will play their second regular season outdoor game at the United States Air Force Academy's Falcon Stadium in Colorado Springs, Colorado, December 15th, 2020. Would love to go to a lot of these stadiums and a lot of these games. I just came from Denver, a couple days ago, so might be a good excuse to go back to these cities and just witness more stuff and just understand and appreciate the game of hockey more and more, because it is a glorious sport, boys and girls. It really is. Now, the Dodgers. The Dodgers trade Yasiel Puig, Woods, Kemp, and Farmer to Cincinnati for Homer Bailey, who was immediately released by the Dodgers as soon as the trade happened, and some prospects, and what looks to be a salary dump. Perhaps. Hashtag Harper to LA. Maybe. I'm going to miss my boy Puig, though. But he's going to Cincinnati. I love Yasiel Puig. I love his energy, his passion, and his just dedication to the fans, really. Yeah, I know he might have had some frustrating moments on the pitch, but dude, he's incredible. I loved Yasiel. I was actually debating if I should get a Yasiel jersey, but more than likely it's probably going to be a Clayton Kershaw jersey now, or a Walker Buehler. Who the fuck knows? So there you go, and I'm really going to miss my boy Puig. So Cincinnati, you better fucking take care of him, you sacks of shit. Don't fucking ruin him. Now, guys, remember, all weekly writing is in the links in the description below. Check that shit out. Weekly writing number 1, because we are starting resetting in 2019. Weekly writing number 1, adventure, fantasy, comedy, all rolled into one. The Rain, part 1, first of a 3-parter. I wanted to combine the last bits of genre left from last year's, weekly writing segments, and wanted to mix it up a little bit. So the world is set in a D&D-esque kind of fantasy world, but with some modern aspect to it, namely the names, haha. But as of right now, I have the link in there. It's going to be a continual process for me the next 2 weeks, where I'm going to just try to solidify the story, get everything down to the way I want it to. So it might take some time, but it's going to be there, boys and girls. I can guarantee it. Suck it! Weekly writing number 1, Guillermo del Toro is a goddamn genius. I just want to get that out there really quick before we talk about the actual film. The Shape of Water. Plot. A mute janitor working in a secret government lab, and a mermaid-like sea creature that is held captive, drives this wonderful fairy tale set in the realities of Baltimore, Maryland in the 1960s. This is by far the best romance movie I've seen in a long time. And it really has to do a lot with how the characters are done, and really every aspect of this film. And I'm going to talk more about it. And so when we talk about the characters, the plot was already curious, but the way they unraveled everything was so spectacular to watch. And the characters only helped the cause. Every character felt like they had purpose, even the seemingly background characters. Sally Hawkins as Eliza, Michael Shannon as Strickland. Michael fucking Shannon is unbelievable. The dude is amazing. And he wasn't nominated for a single award in the Academies, but sure, why not? Why the fuck not? Doug Jones as the creature, amphibian man, quote unquote, I suppose, but a fantastic performance by him to capture the emotions of the creature, the way he moved, really. And that entire suit for The Shape of Water is a suit. They built that thing, and it looks so fucking real. It's incredible. And Richard Jenkins as Giles, the closeted neighbor dude, the gay neighbor. He's the gay neighbor, and he's fantastic. All right, Richard Jenkins is fucking fantastic. He also does a little voiceover narration in the beginning and end, which is pretty incredible. Like the way it starts and the way it ends, just so good. And Octavia Spencer as Zelda, she adds a very humanistic element to the story too. And again, every character, in this movie didn't feel like they were unnecessary. Even the minor characters felt they were essential to moving this movie and having this movie as a whole just work. And when we talk about this movie, we have to talk about the visuals. The way they had the creature look so real comes down to the making of the entire suit, which looks incredible. Then adding some special effects on top. It is really dope to watch the way it just looks so real. It's so good. It's so fucking good. And the constant theme of water was reflective in the cinematography. If you actually watch the behind the scenes stuff, they talk about how the wall in Eliza's apartment is actually, overlapped by like a sheet of wall with a painting of the Japanese, wave tsunami. That old painting, that Japanese painting from the Edo period. They actually have that painting all over the wall, but they layered something else on top. So the theme of the wall looks so real. Like it's so crazy when you learn about that and you rewatch the movie, because it is very prevalent. And that theme is all there. It is all there. And shout out to Dan Lawson, who has a pretty extensive resume and did a beautiful job with The Shape of Water. Music, Alexander Desplat. Wow. There's really nothing else I can say but just wow. Wow. And I don't mean wow as in bad, wow as in amazing. Wow. And the reason why, miscellaneous shit. I bought the Blu-ray and vinyl in a fucking heartbeat after I watched this movie. And I actually watched this one more. So I watched this once when I rented it. I watched it a second time with subtitles with my mother, Korean subtitles, because she can't read, doesn't understand English all too well. And immediately afterwards, I bought the damn thing on Blu-ray because it's just so perfect. Like, this movie for me is a 10 out of 10. The Shape of Water is a gorgeously crafted fairy tale romance that excels in every aspect of its beauty and should absolutely be watched by everyone. And another fun tidbit, I listen to the soundtrack at least once or twice a day. The full soundtrack, not the fucking 1 or 2 tracks. I try to really listen to this album at least once or twice a day. It's that fucking good. Now, speaking of albums, album of the week number 1. We're going to start numbering these now. 21 Savage, I Am Over I Was, or Greater Than I Was. Fun titty bit. So the fun titty bit on this shit was the fact that I was really procrastinating this week's episode. Of course, the entire fucking souse. It was just weeks of fucking catching up. And this was one of the things. I mean, I listened to this album a couple weeks back, listened to it again, and it's very interesting because it's not the kind of, I guess, gangster shit that I'm used to with 21 Savage. It felt more real. And really, my favorite track really does represent, for me, how this album can come off, and I loved it. Letter to My Mama. I thought this was such a great personal track. It felt really honest, really organic, and there was something really nice about it, where it's like, okay, you paint reality, but there's all this level of love and appreciation that you don't really get in a lot of other, not a lot of rap songs these days, casual rap songs. But I thought that was a great track. The Med track, A&T. I love me some ass and titties, but this may have been the Med track for me overall. Just felt like a redundant thing in a way. And I'm going to leave you with some thought chorus here. 21 Savage lays bare in this album, bringing in an old, grizzled warrior who's just laying out his all. It feels like a kind of final run in a way, but that's just me. That's just how I personally looked at it. Really good album in that sense, so definitely worth checking out. And lastly, boys and girls, My Hero Academia live action play. I swear to God, Japan, I love you, but stop it. Live action animes / plays generally go as good as mustard on chocolate. Not all that great and mostly horrendous. Okay? So ease off, Japan. Relax. I love Japan, but y'all gotta relax. Next week on the Sky Lounge, more bullshit for me and all you fucking twats. Alright, folks. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Make sure you are subscribed on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music for a new episode every Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at The Sky Lounge. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13IG5EUNG.